Alright, so I had a question from 19 on. I'm just going to do a couple of these to make sure we understand. So let's look at number 20. So you can do number 19. So first thing you want to do is, so first draw the triangle. So we have, again, doesn't really matter how you draw the triangle. A, B, C, not big. This is side A, this is side B, this is side C. And we know for here, angle B is 38 degrees, so 38 degrees. Side B is 21, side C is 25. So it says two triangles can be formed, all right? So this is one kind of triangle that we're going to look at, all right, to where this is an acute triangle. And then the other one we can look at, so we'll do both of these. We'll do this in red so we know there's a difference, all right? The other triangle we look at is what if angle C that we're going to find here, all right, so this is angle B, which is 38 degrees, C, 25, 21, A, and side A, all right? So this could be obtuse or it could be acute. So that's the thing, is we don't really know. Now we know it can be obtuse because at least we know that the opposite side of angle C is bigger than this side of angle C. Sorry. The opposite side of angle C, so this 25 is bigger than the opposite side of angle B. So again, the opposite side is opposite the bigger angle. So that means C is bigger than B. Okay? So we just don't know if this is an acute angle or obtuse angle. We just don't know. So the only option, and we have just two options here. So what we want to do is we're going to do law of sines. So we have side B, so we're going to set up side B. So we're going to say, do some blue, back to blue. Sine of angle B, which is 38 degrees, over side B, 21, is equal to sine of angle C, which we don't know, over 25. So we're going to multiply both sides by 25 to cancel that out. So that's going to give us sine C is equal to 25 sine of B, or 38, over 21. And since we want C, we're going to do the arc sine of this. So the C is equal to the arc sine, or arc sine of 25 times sine 38 over 21. Okay. And so we put this in a calculator. So it's and we get 47. We'll round nearest whole. I'm not going to be picky on this. So 47 degrees. All right. Now, the idea is either this is 47 degrees, which now we can easily find angle A. So angle A is equal to 180 minus the sum of 47 and 38. So 180 minus the sum of 47 plus 38. And that gives you 95 degrees. So angle A is 95 degrees. Okay. Then we can easily find side A using the whole law of sines again. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick. So let me see here. We'll use B again. So sine of 38 over 21 is equal to sine of 95 over A. We don't know what A is. So cross multiply, we get A sine of 38 equals 21 sine of 36, or 30 of 95. What am I doing? So A sine of 38 equals 21 sine of 95, and then divide by sine of 38. So we get A is equal to 21 sine of 95 over sine of 38, which is 33.97, so about 34. So there's the first triangle that we'd solve for. Okay. Now, how do we find the second triangle? Where'd you go? So how do we find the second triangle? Is this in red? Now, we said before that angle B was 47, and yeah, that's a 7. Okay. Now, if it's obtuse, what we're going to do is just do 180 minus 47. And that's going to give us the obtuse angle, which is 133. All right, which means angle A equals 180 minus the sum of 133 plus 38. So 180 minus the sum of 133 plus 38 is 9 degrees. Oh, sorry, I'm doing this on my tablet. It keeps moving. So 9 degrees. So now all we do is find side A. Go away. I want this. Okay. So that's going to be sine of B, 38, over 21 equals sine of 9. Actually, we don't really need parentheses. Over A. So do your cross multiplication again, and we get A sine of 38 equals 21 sine of 9. Let's divide by sine of 38. To get A is equal to, let's see here, 21 sine 90 of 9 over sine of 38 gives you 5.33, so approximately 5. Stop doing that. Okay. So that is how the two triangles works. That's how the whole two triangle setup works. Okay. Again, how can we tell if we have two triangles? Well, here, like number 19, A is 64, angle A is 64, side A is 16. The side they give us is bigger than the side we have. So let me just delete all again. So the side they give us angle A and side A, all right, B is bigger than A. So there's two possible triangles. And that's how we can tell. If the side we're looking for, if the side they give us that doesn't have the angle, okay, so again, we have angle A and side A. If the other side is bigger, then it's two possible triangles. For number 21, we have C and C. Side A, stop doing that, side A is bigger than side C. So again, we have angle C and side C, but the other side, the side that doesn't have the matching angle, is bigger than the side we have. So 19 is bigger than 18. And that's how you can tell if you have two triangles. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I mean, for number 23, really just follow the example that's in the video for number 24. It's the same exact question. Okay, so just follow the example on that one. And the rest are going to be, let me zoom in so I can actually scroll over the rest. All right, again, one thing we want to do for each of these is draw the triangle out. Okay, draw the triangle and say what you have. If your missing side, like number 27, All right, B is bigger than A. Okay, now the question is it also bigger than the hypotenuse? All right, so again, let me draw this out. The rules for how we know if we have no triangle, one triangle, or two triangles. All right, if we are given an angle and its corresponding side. And that's just terrible. Let me set this down so I can write better on it. Yeah, that's me just grossed out by my own handwriting. All right, so if we are given an angle and its corresponding side. So, angle A, side A, angle B, side B, angle C, side C. So if we're given any of this, all right, plus an arbitrary second side. All right. If we're given two angles, then I can immediately tell what kind of triangle we're going to have. Okay. So, yeah, it's not. We're not even going to stress. If you're given two angles, you're only going to have one triangle. That's not possible. Okay. So if you like number, where is it? It's right here. Try to move it like that. Number 31. We're given two angles. Automatically, only one triangle. No choice. Because you can only find one other angle that matches or that would add up to 180 degrees. There's no other choice. It's when we're not given two angles that we have some options. Okay, so 31, 32, just one triangle. Done. Okay, solve it. Don't just state this, solve it. So solve the triangle. Okay. Now, we have to be given something like this. If we are not given an angle and its opposite side, then that's your answer is part A. So here, angle A, side A, we're good. Angle B, side B, we're good. Angle A, side A, we're good. Sorry. Let's see, I already said these are okay. Angle C, side C, angle A, side A, angle B, right here, number 35. We are not given an angle and its corresponding side. So number 35 cannot be solved with law of sines. That's really your answer, and you're done. You cannot solve it. You're done with it. All right. Now, we'll get to part B to see if no triangle is formed. We'll look at that too. So that's really it. Okay, that automatically cannot be. That's the only way you can answer cannot be solved with law of sines is if you're not given an angle and its corresponding side. I don't see side B anywhere here. All right. So the rest of them, I have an angle and its corresponding side. So either we have no triangle, one triangle, or two triangles. Okay. Now, how do we know if we have no triangle? So let's write this down. No triangle. All right. So when you make your triangle, all right, we have, let's look at number 28. Let's look at number 28. 47, again, A, B, C, this is side B, side A, and side C. So we have side A, or angle B, which is 47. Will you calm down? Sorry, my phone's just going nuts today. All right. So we are given angle B is 47 degrees. Angle side A is 8. All right, and angle side B is 21. All right, so here we go. We need to draw an altitude splitting these two sides. Okay, so dot, 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 dot. All right, and we need to find the height. Okay, now how do we find the height? The height is always equal to, let's say this is h, the side, or what's the side, the adjacent side times sine of the angle. So the adjacent side is 8 times sine of 47. So 8 sine of 47. And we get 5.85. 5.85. Now, here's the rule. For no triangle, the opposite side, okay, the corresponding side, if the corresponding side is less than, I'll just write less than because that looks like angle, less than h, then there is no triangle. All right, now here is this corresponding side. Again, we have angle B, the corresponding side is side B. Is that corresponding side less than h? No. Okay, then we at least have one triangle. Okay, now how can you tell if we have two triangles? If the corresponding side is bigger than h, but less than the other side. Let's say the other given side. All right, and that's the side you use to find h. All right. Then there are two possible triangles. It's possible. It doesn't mean there will be, because again, we've done this before. We had the possibility of two triangles, but once we did the math, it ended up that there was only one triangle possible. Okay? So if you find that your angle is negative, then yeah, one of your angles ends up being negative, then yeah, you're done. There's only one triangle. Okay? But there's a possibility of two triangles. Now, it doesn't really matter, because it just says solve the triangle, so just state, well, if that happens, oh, only one triangle. Out of the two possibilities, only one triangle. Now, the third part is if the corresponding side is bigger than h and the other given side, then only one triangle is possible. All right. So which is what we have in this case? The corresponding side over here is 21, is bigger than h and bigger than the other side. It's the biggest side we have. Then automatically I only have one triangle possible here. Okay. So now that I know I only have one triangle possible, I'm going to solve for that one triangle. I don't need h anymore. I'm going to use law of sines. Sine b, which is 47, over side b, 21, equals sine of a, which I don't know, over side a, 8. All right, multiply both sides by 8. and we're going to have to do the inverse sign. So A is equal to arc sine, or sine -1, of 8, I don't know why I crossed that out, 8 times sine of 47 over 21. And you plug that in the calculator, and we get 16.17. So about 16 degrees. We can use that to find angle C here. Okay, 180 minus the sum of the other two. So those two add up to 57, 63. 180 minus 63 is 117. And then I use law of sines to find angle C, just like use the law of sines to find angle C, which is a little different, but easier. So we'll use B again. Sine of B, 47, over side B, 21, equals sine of 117 over side C. And then just solve for C and plug in your calculator. And that's how you're going to do these. Okay? So let's see if I can find one that has two possible triangles. Or we can find one that has no triangle form. Let's do one of those two. So, in order for no triangle form, let's look at the rule for no triangle formed. The corresponding side is less than h. Okay? So, here we have, that corresponding side is bigger than a, so automatically I'm not going to worry about that. I already did that one. Same thing here. Oh, here we go. The corresponding side is less than b. Okay? So, it's possible it's going to be less than h as well. So, let's look at 27. Alright, so let's draw it out. So triangle, again, I'm just going to draw any arbitrary, it doesn't have to be perfect triangle. So A is 61, side A is 8, B, we'll say this is B, so this is B 21, this is C and C. So we need an altitude here, a height, okay, and to find H, we're going to do 21 times the sine of 61. Again, it's the corresponding, or the adjacent side times sine of the angle. Whatever's the adjacent to the angle that we're given. All right, so the adjacent side times sine of the angle. Plug that into the calculator, and if I get something bigger than 8, then I have no triangle formed. So 21 sine of 61 is 18.36. So, no triangle formed. And there we go. There's an example of no triangle formed. All right, I hope this helps. I'm going to post this. Y'all have a good day.